have you? Well, I see a load of people are making a beeline for the door. Is it because I have turned up on the stage? No? You've got a curfew, have you? Yes, it's the curfew. Is it a care home, is it? I know what they're like. I do. Yes, I was in one of them. A bit of a dire situation, bless them, you know. They do their best, you know, they do. I mean, you know, they earn peanuts, really, don't they? You know? And now things are even worse with the cuts and everything. I mean, we all know all about that, don't we? And now we've got the newspaper closing now. I mean, why has it taken all this bloody palaver and everything about, you know, the poor parents of the children going missing and all of that business, and a story going out about Gordon Brown's child with cystic fibrosis, I think it is. I mean, bless him, why has it taken that for a newspaper to be closed? I mean, really? Have we not had enough bullshit from these bloody things, as a, you know, excuse my language, you know, but have we not had enough rubbish from newspapers over the years? You know? Honestly, I mean, I have to say, I do read the newspapers myself, but I usually read just the local papers. I happen to think they're a bit, you know, they tend to be a bit more sensible, let's be honest. I mean, you know, they're not exactly as famous, you know, they're not glamorous, you know, it's like local radio, but we all need it. I mean, it's like our local news. I mean, I don't know if it's in London, but I know when I was in Kent, it was Meridian, I think it was. With that Jeff, that man, there was always this man Jeff, I think it was. I think he used to be, he was in care or something, and then he ended up making it as a newsreader for Meridian News. I mean, not bad really. It's not really a bad outcome. Anyway, I'm not exactly sure what I'm actually going to talk about actually for the 15 minutes. It doesn't seem like very long. I mean, not for me. I've even got a gong to get me off the stage. So I think you can get the impression of what I'm like. It takes me a rather long time to actually leave anywhere. It takes me a long time to get ready and get anywhere. But once I'm there, oh my goodness, you know I'm there. And I won't leave. Everyone's thinking, I mean, she's been an hour late, but God, now she's here and she won't go. I think she's thinking maybe if she stays, you know, all day and maybe another night, maybe a week even, you know, then she won't be late next time. She'll just be there. You know, oh, I tell you, my pig gets annoyed with me as well. I get annoyed. I can't even repeat some of the things I said to my owner, because it would be too rude. I don't think we're allowed to be too rude here. I mean, we're going to test the water and see really just what we can talk about. You know, after all, we got the big boss man right in front of us there as well. He looks like what does he look like now? I'm trying to think. He looks like he's a 1960s mod, actually. Is that it? Is that the one? Goodness me. Did you realise you're the only one tonight that really looks vaguely like what you're supposed to be? Did you know that? I don't mean to be rude. I know everyone's tried their best. I know everyone's on a budget and everything. But most people don't look at all like what they're supposed to. I mean, it's like me pretending I look like a toaster, for God's sake. I mean, I won't. I mean, as a suppose I'm a similar shape, you know, but I'm not gonna make your bread nice and warm, you know. I'll keep my owner warm in bed. Not do you want to know all about that business now. Not that anything funny goes on, let me tell you. For your information, I'm not a lesbian and I'm a pig. I stick to my own kind. Not like some people I've seen on some television programs. Me and my owner watched a very strange program one time. There are people that do make love to their animals. I mean, they go beyond the call of duty. I mean, my owner has had hamsters as pets. And I mean, she spoiled them rotten, for God's sake. I mean, as if they knew that they've got another bloody ice cream cone, bloody snack thing to bite into, and a bloody carousel to go around. I mean, quite frankly, you know, they're quite happy. Stick them in a cage, chuck the food in the water, say hello, darling, la 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 la. I give them a bit of a stroke and then they're quite happy, thank you. But anyway, that's the way my owner shows her love. But anyway, some of these people, you know, I mean, they never mind, you know, pets getting married, like, you know, two dogs going down the aisle. This human wants to marry the horse or the dog. I mean, my owner jokingly quite often says she'd be better off marrying me, but that's really only because I'm the only one that can bloody tolerate living with her. That's why. It's not got anything to do with an attraction or anything. It's just the fact my owner don't want to be on her own for the rest of her life. And I can tolerate my owner. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I get in a mood quite often, but I haven't yet gone out the door. Thank you. I think it's because I'm not as wise as I should be, because although I'm a pig and I'm supposed to be intelligent, I'm still with my owner. But bless you, I believe in being faithful. And I think that is a quality that is in decline these days. Do you not think? I really, don't get me started on all that business, I'll tell you now. In fact, that is going to get us nicely onto, actually, my owner has a thing about, you know, I mean, I know there's lots of men in the room, but, you know, there are some, well, put it this way, my owner, there are some women that do tend to pick them, you know what I mean? Or rather, they pick my owner. Are there any women that are like that out there, you know, where you don't know where you're going wrong? There just seems to be one after the other, who's got a mental health problem, a drink problem, a violence problem, been in jail, or maybe a combination of them all. That's what my owner's had, thank you. Anyway, this leads us nicely on to an a cappella song that my owner's going to do. By the way, my owner's not practiced at all this talking with me on the stage, so she's holding the microphone next to me and speaking. I should really be in front of the microphone, but you know, bless her, my owner's got so much to think of, just trying to be funny on the stage right now. She can't even coordinate herself to do this the proper way. I'll tell you, I'll be having a go at my owner tonight when we get home, don't you worry. But I won't beat her up, thank you. Anyway, my owner's gonna do an a cappella version of a Beyonce song. And this is a little bit weird, really, because we've had a bit of a laugh and now we're going to have something rather serious. It's almost going to be like going to a funeral and then all of a sudden you go straight into a wedding. So you go like this, you go dun, 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 dun. And then you go da 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 da, and I'm gonna bloody have the microphone off the bloody side. Thank you. I just wanted to know, am I actually doing all right as a stand-up, or do you think I should be booed off the stage? I mean, I'm no Michael McIntyre, am I? I mean, I did watch one of his things on the TV recently, and I was getting ideas. I must admit, it was like only a couple of weeks ago, and I was getting ideas because he had about 4 different guests on there as well. Rather interesting it was. I was thinking, yes, that's sort of kind of what I try to do, or rather what I just seem to naturally do, because I'm Asperger's and I don't seem to know when to hold my tongue, which is basically what they call comedy. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to put Del down now. I'm sorry, Del. You're defunct. How dare! Boy, it sounds like there's something going off in there still, the nightclub and everything. Anyway, you're probably thinking, where's this bloody a cappella? Come on, where's this serious thing? Come on. Come on. Well, I don't think really anybody needs to answer this question really, because I think I know what the answer is. I suppose there's lots of people in the room that like Beyonce. She seems to be on fire these days, does she not? I think basically it's her and Lady Gaga now that basically dominate the world. I'm just trying to think, where's the English person though? I mean, I've got no disrespect with Americans, but I'd love to see an English person giving them a run for the money. I think Jessie J is trying to do it, but not sure if she's quite doing it in the right way. The fact that she tries to sound American I dislike when she is English. And the fact that she does seem to speak rather a lot about doing it like a dude, it's like fucking, excuse my language, a dude, you know, what is this, I don't know, I've never. And then she talks about, oh, well, there's a money, you know, all this too much talk about money and all this business, and then we go, I think she's schizophrenic, isn't she? I mean, I've been told that I'm sort of like that as well, though I haven't been diagnosed. But she's now apologising. She's done a song where she's basically apologising. I'm no good, you know, I know, I'm sorry I've hurt you, you know, I'm human, and I'm... Anyway, very confusing. Anyway, bless you. No more confusing than a day in the life of me. Anyway, thank you. I'm going to sing If I Were a Boy. And I don't know if I've got long enough actually for the gong. I bet the gong's going to go off in about 10 seconds of me doing the bloody song now. Right? Will you let me do this song and then do the gong? Right? We can end on a gong. What do you think of that, yeah? It'd be like, I'll tell you what, it'd be like, what's that bloody programme they used to do with that thing where they, it's where you have to, yes or no, yes, that's it, yes, yeah, that's it, the yes and no questions, you mustn't say anything other than yes and no. Yes, who would be good at that in the room? I'm not sure if I'd be any good at that, because my mouth just can't, it just goes away with itself really, you know. It's very hard for me just to go yes or no. You know, I wouldn't be so bad if it was why, because I've always got to answer everything with a question usually. So, you know, that would be all right if I was allowed to say why. Anyway, thank you. I will ask for silence. Thank you. No, I'm only joking. If anyone wants to join in with a chorus. I do realise we're not in a monastery with those monks doing the